Hi everyone! Another insane football weekend is over, and that means a new episode of Football News is waiting for you. Leave your like and let's get the show on the pitch. Sheffield United have lost all mathematical chances of maintaining their place in the Premier League and will compete in the Championship next season. Lionel Messi scored 2 goals and gave an assist to Luis Suarez during the match against New England Revolution. He has 11 goals and 6 assists in 10 appearances this season. Former Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur head coach André Villas-Boas has been elected as president of FC Porto. Warren Zaïre-Emery has penned a new contract with PSG that lasts until the summer of 2029. Borussia Dortmund have not given up hope of keeping Jadon Sancho in the team for next season. However, it'll be difficult to reach an agreement with Man United. Thibaut Courtois is included in Real Madrid's matchday squad for the first time this season. He could play in the first leg of the Champions League semi-finals against Bayern Munich. Bayer Leverkusen have extended their record unbeaten run to 46 games across all competitions. Xabi Alonso's side scored a goal in stoppage time for the 17th time this season. Nice's legendary centre-back Dante became the 3rd oldest goal scorer in Ligue 1 history at 40 years and 193 days. Key Man City players Phil Foden and Ruben Dias have been forced to miss the game against Nottingham Forest due to illness. Keeping Virgil van Dijk is a priority for Arne Slot, though if the player decides to quit Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund will be the favorites for his signature. Harry Kane surpassed the 400-goal mark for his senior career in the match against Eintracht Frankfurt. He has netted 35 goals in 31 Bundesliga appearances. He either scored or assisted against all 17 teams in the league. Manchester United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe met with super agent Jorge Mendes. They were involved in a discussion regarding Benfica's talent João Neves. Justin Kluivert has scored more goals in the Premier League than his legendary father Patrick Kluivert. Now the prospect has 7 accurate shots against his dad's 6. I want Sergio Roberto to stay and sign a new deal. It's up to him now. The club and the player are both aware of my plan to keep Sergi. He's always been a key player for me, Xavi stated. AC Milan fans have launched a petition against the potential appointment of Julen Lopetegui as manager. Ansu Fati is determined to return to Barcelona and prove himself worthy of a place in their starting lineup. VAR has damaged English football for me. Damaged the image of football. It was a goal. It's unbelievable and ridiculous. 2 weeks ago against Man City, it was a handball and it was not a penalty, Mauricio Pochettino complained. Man City goalkeeper Ederson was forced off with a shoulder injury at halftime of their win against Nottingham Forest. Xavi will not overload Pedri in the final matches of the season because of his injuries. The prospect will play, but only for a limited number of minutes. Blackburn Rovers are hoping to sell their top scorer, Sami Šmadić, for £20 million. Juventus are negotiating new contracts with Dusan Vlahovic and Federico Chiesa. It was a mistake. The timing was completely wrong. I'm always asking players to be respectful, and I wasn't, even if I informed the club before. I'm so sorry and I apologize to fans, club, and players, Ruben Amorim said. Florian Wirtz will definitely not leave Bayer Leverkusen in the upcoming summer. This was one of the main conditions for Xabi Alonso to remain at the club. Bayern Munich will once again make an attempt to land Man City's Kyle Walker this summer. Joel Matip will leave Liverpool as a free agent this summer. AS Roma and Lazio are interested in his services. Real Madrid U19 head coach Álvaro Arbeloa will replace Raúl at Castilla in case the former striker decides to join another club. Arsenal, Manchester City and Manchester United are keen on signing Kaoru Mitoma from Brighton Hove Albion. Former Celta Vigo leader Gabriel Veiga may leave Al Ahly and join Chelsea. Images of Real Madrid's away kit for the next season have been leaked online. It'll be predominantly bright orange. Loris Karius will leave Newcastle as a free agent at the end of the current season. UD Almeria returns to the Segunda Division after having played in La Liga for 2 seasons. They only got 1 victory in 33 match days this season. After an enchanting 5-4 victory over Rennes, Brest have guaranteed their participation in European competitions for the first time in their history for the next season. After AS Roma's draw against Napoli, AC Milan have mathematically guaranteed themselves a place in the 2024-25 Champions League campaign. After suffering a defeat against Heidenheim, Darmstadt have been officially relegated to the Bundesliga too. We want to extend Jonathan Tah's contract. He knows we trust him and we hope he stays. We are not losing players for free, so it's to extend or sell him this summer. Bayer Leverkusen CEO Caro assured. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then it's time to fix it. Thank you and you're welcome. And now let's have a look at the results of yesterday's fixtures. The North London Derby turned out to be an absolutely fantastic event. In the first half, Arsenal were already winning 3-0 thanks to strikes from Bukayo Saka and Kai Havertz, not to mention Højbjerg's own goal. However, in the 64th minute, Cristiano Romero scored after a howler by David Raya, and in the 87th minute, Son Heung-min converted a penalty kick. Later on, in the last minutes of the game, Spurs bombarded the Gunners' box with crosses and even had chances to make a comeback, but were a bit unlucky at that. Surprisingly, Nottingham Forest managed to totally outperform Man City in terms of XG, 2.07 versus 0.89. Yet, Pep Guardiola's team still ended up picking up 3 points thanks to a header from Joško Gvardiol after a corner kick and a realized one-on-one situation from Erling Haaland. PSG had the perfect opportunity to seal the league title in their clash against Le Havre, but they played a shocking 3-3 draw. Nevertheless, Luis Enrique's side will still win Ligue 1, since second-placed AS Monaco had lost to Lyon, as well as their chances to reach the Parisians. Therefore, the last 3 rounds of Ligue 1 became a mere formality for PSG. This Ligue 1 title became PSG's 12th in its history, which is a record. Saint Etienne is in second place with 10 titles. Quite a strange incident happened at the end of Liverpool's game against West Ham. With the score tied at 2-2, the Reds head coach Jurgen Klopp decided to bring on Mohamed Salah and Darwin Núñez. As the German manager approached Salah to shake his hand, the Egyptian did not respond and simply gave him a high five. This angered Klopp, and a heated exchange ensued, with Darwin having to break it up. In the post-match interview, Salah was asked about this incident, to which he replied, "If I start speaking now, there will be fire." Klopp, on the other hand, assured at a press conference that he had discussed the matter with the Egyptian and that the whole thing was settled. Still, Salah is heavily criticized online, with a number of TV pundits claiming that they don't see him in the team next season. Manchester United's poor results at the end of the ongoing season fully convinced the club's new management of the need to dismiss Erik ten Hag as the team's head coach. Even the victory in the FA Cup final against Manchester City will not save him. The Red Devils representatives have already opened talks with Thomas Tuchel, who is considered the preferred option to replace the Dutch manager. Manchester United have recorded only 2 wins in the last 9 Premier League fixtures. The chances of Ronald Araujo leaving Barcelona this summer have significantly increased. Aside from Bayern Munich, Manchester United are now also interested in the Uruguayan centre-back. The club's new co-owners are willing to pay 80 million euros for Araujo, which Barcelona are demanding. Meanwhile, Barcelona are ready to let Araujo go as they need to deal with their financial problems, whilst the arrival of Pau Cubarsí in the first team makes Araujo's departure less painful for the squad. As for Manchester United, their priority lies in acquiring a centre-back, given that Rafael Varane is leaving the club as a free agent, while other players of this position tend to suffer from constant injuries. Juventus head coach Massimiliano Allegri will definitely be sacked after the end of the season. Juventus management is dissatisfied with the team's results and overall performance despite qualifying for the Champions League. Allegri will be replaced by the current head coach of the sensational Bologna, Thiago Motta. The White and Black's negotiations with the young manager are at an advanced stage. AC Milan also wanted to hire Mata, although he already has agreement with Juve. It looks like the 2022 World Cup champion Guido Rodriguez will soon become Barcelona's new defensive midfielder. The Catalan club is making progress in negotiations with Rodriguez, who is expected to become a free agent this summer. The contract with the 30-year-old midfielder will be valid for 2 years with an option to extend it for 1 more year. However, the transfer of Guido Rodriguez does not mean that Barcelona refuses to bring in Martin Zubimendi, since his acquisition is an absolute priority for Xavi. Guys, that's it for today. Check out the suggested videos from our other projects. The Football News channel was with you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.